Did you know that Peep Show was the first sitcom shot entirely from the character's point of view using handheld cameras? This revolutionary technique made viewers complicit in Mark and Jez's cringe-inducing failures. Series 1, 2003. The story begins with Mark Corrigan, a repressed credit manager obsessed with military history, and his colleague Sophie sharing a cramped South London flat with Jeremy Osborne, a delusional, aspiring musician who believes he's destined for greatness. The revolutionary POV camera work places viewers directly inside their heads, hearing every self-aware yet self-destructive thought as they navigate modern life with spectacular incompetence. Mark's unrequited love for Sophie drives much of the series' cringe comedy, as his internal monologue reveals the gap between his romantic fantasies and social reality. Meanwhile, Jez pursues various get-rich-quick schemes and sexual conquests with unwarranted confidence, creating disasters that Mark must help resolve despite his own inadequacies. The series establishes the show's core themes of male inadequacy and self-delusion through workplace disasters, failed seduction attempts, and social awkwardness that feels painfully authentic. Series 2, 2004. Series 2 deepens the character's dysfunction as Mark's pursuit of Sophie becomes more desperate, and Jez faces real consequences from loan shark Nancy after borrowing money for his musical ambitions. The cringe comedy escalates through more elaborate schemes and deeper self-sabotage, with both characters showing remarkable ability to learn nothing from their mistakes. Mark's workplace relationship with Sophie grows more complicated as he misinterprets every interaction, while his internal monologue reveals increasing obsession masked as romantic devotion. His attempts at office politics and corporate advancement consistently backfire due to his fundamental misunderstanding of human nature and social dynamics. Jez's various band lineups fail spectacularly as his artistic pretensions clash with his complete lack of talent or work ethic. His relationship with Nancy introduces genuine danger into his usually consequence-free lifestyle, forcing Mark to become reluctantly involved in increasingly serious situations. The series maintains its innovative POV perspective while expanding the supporting cast and exploring deeper psychological territory. The friendship between Mark and Jez becomes more complex as their individual failures create strain, yet their codependency keeps them bound together in mutual enablement. Series 3, 2005. Series 3 introduces Jeff Heaney as Sophie's new boyfriend, intensifying Mark's jealousy and leading to increasingly desperate attempts to sabotage their relationship. The series explores therapy culture through Mark's sessions with various mental health professionals, though his self-awareness never translates into meaningful change or personal growth. Jez's artistic pretensions reach new heights as he pursues various creative projects with characteristic lack of self-awareness. His schemes become more elaborate while remaining equally doomed, often involving Mark in situations that compromise his professional reputation and personal dignity. The series deepens its psychological exploration while maintaining the cringe comedy that defines the show. Mark's therapy sessions provide insight into his thought processes while demonstrating how self-awareness can coexist with complete inability to change destructive patterns. Series 4, 2007. Series 4 finds both characters attempting major life changes that inevitably fail due to their fundamental character flaws. Mark pursues career advancement while continuing his obsession with Sophie, creating increasingly elaborate schemes that demonstrate his complete misunderstanding of professional and personal relationships. Jez attempts new romantic relationships and artistic endeavors with his characteristic overconfidence, leading to disasters that require Mark's reluctant assistance. Their friendship becomes more strained as both men face the reality of their continued failures and inability to achieve their stated goals. The series reaches new heights of cringe comedy through workplace disasters and romantic failures that feel painfully authentic. The POV camera work continues to place viewers directly inside the characters' heads, making their self-delusion and social awkwardness feel immediate and personal. The series demonstrates how self-awareness without change creates a particularly painful form of existential comedy. Series 5, 2008. Series 5 introduces family dynamics as Mark and Jez's parents appear, revealing the origins of their respective dysfunctions while demonstrating how little they've grown since childhood. The series explores themes of family disappointment and intergenerational failure through cringe-inducing family gatherings and revelations. Mark's professional life becomes more complex as he attempts to advance his career while maintaining his pursuit of Sophie. His schemes become more elaborate and desperate, often involving Jez in situations that highlight both men's fundamental inadequacy in adult relationships and professional environments. The series maintains its innovative point-of-view filming while exploring deeper psychological territory. The introduction of family members provides context for both characters' dysfunction while demonstrating how little they've changed since adolescence. Series 6, 2009. Series 6 culminates in Mark and Sophie's wedding, though the path to marriage involves characteristic disasters and self-sabotage from all parties involved. The series explores adult responsibilities and social expectations through the lens of Mark's complete inability to handle either successfully. The wedding preparation provides numerous opportunities for cringe comedy, as Mark's romantic fantasies clash with the reality of marriage planning and family expectations. His internal monologue reveals the gap between his stated desires and his actual emotional capacity for adult relationships. Jez's role as best man creates additional complications as his irresponsibility and self-centeredness threaten to derail Mark's already precarious romantic situation. Their friendship faces new tests as adult milestones create expectations neither man can realistically meet. Series 7, 2010. Series 7 explores married life as Mark discovers that achieving his romantic goals doesn't solve his fundamental character problems. The reality of living with Sophie creates new opportunities for self-sabotage and social awkwardness, while his internal monologue reveals his continued inability to understand adult relationships. Jez continues his pattern of failed romantic pursuits and artistic endeavors, though his schemes become more desperate as he faces the reality of approaching middle age without achievement. His friendship with Mark becomes more complex as marriage changes their dynamic without solving either man's underlying issues. The series demonstrates how external changes can't address internal dysfunction through Mark's married life disasters and Jez's continued failures. The POV camera work maintains its effectiveness in revealing the gap between the character's self-perception and reality. The series maintains its commitment to cringe comedy while exploring deeper themes about marriage, friendship, and the difficulty of personal change when fundamental character flaws remain unaddressed. Series 8, 2012. Series 8 introduces pregnancy as Mark and Sophie face the prospect of parenthood, creating new anxieties and opportunities for self-sabotage. Mark's internal monologue reveals his terror at adult responsibility, while his behavior demonstrates his complete unpreparedness for fatherhood. The pregnancy storyline forces both Mark and Jez to confront their arrested development and inability to handle adult situations. Jez's typical irresponsibility becomes more problematic when contrasted with the serious responsibilities Mark faces, though neither man shows genuine growth or maturity. The series maintains its cringe comedy formula while exploring themes of parenthood anxiety and responsibility avoidance. The POV camera work continues to reveal the characters' self-aware yet unchanging nature as they face life-altering circumstances. The series demonstrates how major life events can't force character growth, when individuals lack the emotional tools for genuine change, maintaining the show's commitment to authentic portrayals of human limitation. Series 9, 2015. The final series brings Mark and Jez's story to its natural conclusion, with both characters facing the reality of their continued failures while maintaining their essential friendship. The series provides closure while acknowledging that neither man has fundamentally changed despite years of self-aware suffering. Mark's romantic and professional life reaches its inevitable endpoint as his pattern of self-sabotage and delusion finally exhausts all possibilities for traditional success. His internal monologue maintains its self-aware yet powerless quality as he faces the consequences of his choices. Jez's final attempts at artistic and romantic achievement follow his characteristic pattern of overconfidence, followed by spectacular failure. His schemes become more desperate while remaining equally doomed, demonstrating how little he's learned from previous disasters. The series finale acknowledges that some people are fundamentally unable to change, while finding value in the friendship that has sustained both characters through their failures. Their codependency becomes a source of stability rather than mutual destruction. Peep Show revolutionized sitcom filming while creating the most painfully authentic portrayal of male inadequacy in television history. If you enjoyed this journey through social awkwardness and self-delusion, hit subscribe for more legendary TV breakdowns.